Hello and welcome. Today we are diving into a topic that will change how you approach and make decisions. I'm talking about executive mindfulness, powerful meditation tool explicitly tailored for busy professionals like you who make tough decisions every day. If you are ready to handle stress better and enhance your clarity, then make sure to keep watching till the end of the video. And please like, subscribe, share, activate the bell. Now let's start with a simple question. What is mindfulness? In essence, mindfulness is being fully present in the moment, as being aware of where you are, what you are doing, without becoming overwhelmed by what's going on around you. For an executive, this means being aware of your thoughts and your emotions, which can influence your decisions and interactions. Why is this important for you as a leader? Well, mindfulness reduces stress and increases your focus, which allows you to see situations more clearly and respond more effectively. It's about finding your inner peace in the chaos of corporate life and using that peace to make better, clearer decisions. So let's break it down into practical steps you can start using today. First up, mindful breathing. This is a targeted breathing technique that works to center your thoughts when you feel overwhelmed. And you have your breath with you all the time and wherever you are, right? I'll show you how to use it. Okay, so take a deep breath, hold it for a couple of seconds, and then slowly exhale. Let's try it together right now. Take a deep breath, hold, and slowly release the air. And let's do it again. Inhale, hold for a moment, and slowly and gently exhale. Doesn't it feel better already? It does, right? Just this simple, short exercise can help pause the autopilot mode you are in and bring your attention back to what's important. I know your day is packed and free time is hard to come by, but incorporating mindfulness doesn't have to be a big time. There are some practical ways to weave it into your daily routine. For instance, you can try a 1-minute mindfulness exercise before each meeting. Just take a minute to focus on your breath and notice your surroundings. This breath can reset your mind and sharpen your focus. You could set a reminder on your phone to take this mindful minute before meetings, or you can use opportunities like waiting for your coffee to brew as an opportunity for a quick mindfulness break. These little moments can make a big difference in your day. Now, integrating mindfulness doesn't stop with your individual routine. It extends your interactions. Mindful listening, for instance, is a powerful tool in your arsenal. In your next meeting, try to really listen without already planning what to say next. When you do this, what happens is that it not only improves your communication skills, but also often leads to more insightful, meaningful conversations. And I want to offer you a tool for those challenging days, something that can truly transform how you approach tough decisions. So whenever you are faced with a difficult choice, instead of rushing to the conclusion, take a moment, assess how you are feeling at that moment. Are you stressed, excited, anxious, or calm? Recognize and acknowledge these emotions. This awareness allows you to use your feelings as valuable data that can inform your decision without letting them overpower or cloud your logic. By integrating this mindful pause, you give yourself the space to consider all aspects of the decision more clearly, which leads to choices that are well thought out and also align with your objectives and values. And by now, you might be wondering, how often should you do these techniques? The simple answer is as often as you can. Like any other skill, mindfulness gets better with practice. Start small, maybe with 1 or 2 minutes a few times a day, and gradually build up as you become more comfortable. Let it become second nature. Let me share another technique with you today in regards to decision making. When you have a tough decision to make, a decision that you ponder along in your head for a while and that you really cannot make a clear decision, and you go back and forth and you weigh all the pros and cons, and you don't really know, and you spiral downwards in that spiral of decision making. There is a technique available that you can use for these kind of decisions that you have to make, the difficult ones, right? I'm not talking about the easy ones that you do every single day, but I'm talking here about the ones that are really important and that you think you cannot afford to make a wrong step or a wrong decision, because maybe many people depend on your decision or whatever it is that you really know. It's important to choose the right direction for you and your team, for you and your family, or even for yourself, how the direction of your life is supposed to go. As you can easily hear, I'm in America, and this is a train that you can hear, and I feel something that emphasizes the importance of that technique. So 3 steps. And I know usually we want to make decisions fast, but this is not the kind of decision I'm talking here about. This is a 3-step process, as I said, and it's best if you have a journal at hand. Of course, you can use your device, but it's more efficient if you use pen and paper, that you write it in your handwriting, if you can. So the first step is to ask yourself, put your hand on your forehead and ask yourself the question you have to make the decision about. And ask the question in your mind or say it out loud. Find the answer, try to find the answer in your head. Give yourself a little time to come up with the answer with your hand on your forehead, and then pause and write it down. Take the time to really write it out. The second step is put your hand on your heart. Ask the same question and notice how you feel, and try to find the answer with your heart having the lead in your decision-making process. Give yourself the time, feel what your heart has to say to the same question, and write it down. The third step is put your hand on your stomach and ask the same question and invite your gut to have the lead and find the right answer. Become calm, focus on your breath, and have a conversation with your gut. And when you feel what your gut wants you to do, what your gut thinks is the right decision to that question, go ahead, write it down. And now you might have either 3 similar answers to that one question. Good for you, right? You're done. You know that's the right decision. But often that's not the case. Oftentimes it's 3 different responses that you get from your head when you allow your head to be the lead in the decision-making process. This is oftentimes something different than your heart wants. And sometimes it's even different what your gut feeling tells you. Now go through each step, what your head said, what your heart said, and what your gut said. Check the pros and cons and go through the process for each and every single answer you received, and compare them with your values, with your beliefs. Compare them with what you believe is important, what your deep core values are, and find the answer that aligns deeply with your inner knowing, with your soul, with your values. Oftentimes easier to find a solution, an answer to your question when you have 3 distinct responses. They might be similar, maybe 2 agree already, and then you have to find a solution. Maybe it's a compromise, maybe it's a combination, or maybe it's crystal clear when you read the responses that you know exactly what you have to do. Take the time, and if you cannot do it in one session with yourself, do it a second time, or maybe even a third time. But make sure that you incorporate all the areas, your head, your heart, and your gut, and find the right answer, find the right solution that aligns with your values. If you have a very important decision to make, that's a very reliable process to come to a conclusion that's in alignment with your soul, with your inner knowing, with your wisdom, with your values and your life path. Give it a try And let me know in the comments down below how this works for you, or if you have a question that you want guidance on, also let me know in the comments. And please make sure to subscribe, like and share. I see you next time, and be assured you got this.